10 signs a person likes you. Finding it hard to figure out if someone likes you. Have you spent restless nights thinking about your crush and wondering if you are on their mind too? Have you been looking for tips and tricks to figure out if they secretly loves you? The hardest and the most frustrating part of falling in love is not knowing whether the other person loves you or not. Are you looking for answers to how to tell if someone likes you? Well, the good news is that if a person has feelings for you, there will always be subtle signs that they love you secretly. Yes, even if they are trying hard to keep his feelings under wraps. We know and understand that one-sided love is a reality and might bring excitement into your life, but it does not mature into a healthy long-term relationship. Besides, most people are not conditioned to be expressive about their feelings and find it hard to convey matters of the heart. All you need is to know what are the signs that they like you deeply and what to look for them in their behavior and body language around you. We've all been through it, that agonizing period between meeting someone you find attractive and figuring out whether they like you or not. For the lucky few, this period lasts just a few days or weeks. For others, it can last for years. Working out whether someone you fancies you back has inspired endless memes, thousands of novels, and, let's be honest, daily WhatsApp chats between friends. But during this past year, lockdown added an entirely new dimension to figuring out what someone's true feelings or intentions are, because thousands of us turned to online dating when physical meetups were banned, without any idea of when or where we would actually be able to meet the people we spoke to. Are they, or aren't they? Do these questions pop up in your head when you see the one who looks at you? Do you get a feeling of infatuation from anyone while they are around you? Does that mean you are falling in love with them? These would be the doubts arising in your mind when you are unable to figure out whether it is love or just friendship. Such incidents and instincts might have often taken place in your life too. Soon or after, the level of the love hormone, oxytocin, might have increased. The emotion of love might be evident that pushes you to confess your love, but the only thing that brings back is the confirmation that you get from the other person. No one will ever risk asking the other, are you confused about the feeling that the other person has for you? There is a wide variety of signs that someone likes you, most of which you probably don't even need to be aware of. From the little things they say and do to the way they hold themselves. These signs may not make it obvious to everyone else, but you know in your heart what they mean. So here are 10 signs that a person secretly likes you. 1. They try to be near you even if they're not actually talking to you. Keep an eye out for your crush's proximity when you enter a room. You might notice that they shift locations to be closer to you. You'll find that you become a center of gravity for that person. They'll find a way to get closer to you, even if they haven't quite gotten the courage to say something. When the two of you do end up mingling, your crush will have a hard time looking straight at you. If they're telling a story to a group and you're in that group, very often if they like you, you're the person they won't make eye contact with. He noted, the person we feel most nervous with is the person who we avoid direct communication with. 2. Their body language screams, I like you. When someone has a crush on you, their body language can give out more information than they would like. Our body language and gestures give away a ton of information that we aren't even aware of. For example, when someone has a crush on you, they might display these physical signs of attraction, have a hard time keeping or breaking eye contact, blush or stutter when chatting to you, try to stand straighter and taller, appear stronger, touch their hair a lot, bite their lips slightly when looking at you. Even the position of their feet can be revealing. If your crush has their feet pointed directly at you, it's also a subtle crush sign to look for. Another interesting sign that someone has a crush on you is the way their pupils act. That's right, their pupils. It's been proven that when people encounter something they really like, their pupils tend to expand and appear larger. So, the next time you're trying to read your crush in a stare-off, take a look at their eyes to see if there's any pupil dilation. 3. How they interact with you online. Here's a fact. The average person spends about 3 hours online a day. This is because social media is the most used medium of communication in the 21st century, and that makes it one of the best places someone who likes you can get your attention. If your crush likes you back, then you just got yourself a new follower. Someone who is into you will likely follow you on all or most of your social media accounts to know as much about you as possible. They might even interact with your posts, tag you in theirs, and message you on your social media. Also, with social media, Text without emojis may imply either seriousness or lack of interest. So if your crush is sending you pink flower emoji, moons, sparkly hearts, or blushing smiley faces, you can bet they've got a special place for you. If the texts don't have emojis at all, there's still a pretty strong chance that they are into you. It's also possible that they create a catfish account or just simply check out your social accounts to avoid coming across as a stalker. However, if they are a bit conventional and not the social media type, then you should check out the next sign. 4. They are very emotionally attentive around you. People who are emotionally attentive to their surroundings have a high level of empathy. When you are with this person, do they do any or all of the following? Do they offer you their coat when it is cold outside? Are they attuned to your primary or secondary love languages? Is this person fully engaged in conversation with you? Or are they constantly distracted by their phone? Do they ask deep questions and use responsive listening techniques? As you are reading through these cues, did the person you have in mind match all 4? If the answer is a definitive yes, you can take the next step of displaying a mutual sense of attraction and begin the process of getting to know them and experiencing them on a deeper level. 5. They answer your text quickly. When you text someone, it takes them a few minutes or even an hour to respond, which is considered acceptable. However, if this person answers you back as soon as you hit send, then it could be a sign that they're sitting there waiting to hear from you. Another sign is that their text conversation seems to last forever. It's a clear indication that they want to spend as much time with you as possible, even if it's just through an electronic device. Some people express their thoughts and feelings better by text than they do in person. You may notice that your text conversations get into more in-depth topics as they may open up about their feelings over time. 6. They are always complimenting you. It's always a good thing when someone thinks you're amazing and interesting. It means that they are paying attention to your personality, style, appearance, the things that make you unique. When people compliment your outfit or hair color, it's because they want to get closer with you by showing their interest in what makes up who is inside of the person wearing those clothes. They might be interested in getting together for coffee after work one day, or maybe even going on a date down the road if this happens often enough. So, if you feel the same way, why not be bold and ask them out first? It might catch them off guard, but if you're serious about them, there's no better time than the present. Who's got the time to beat around the bush anyways? 7. They act differently around you than they do with other people. If someone is interested, you'll notice that they won't quite treat you the way that they treat everyone else. It's school playground stuff. Hussey told Insider, a boy or girl is going to act strangely around the person they like. As soon as we like someone, it tends to be that our charisma and our wit and our fun, casual nature goes out the window, and this new, strange, awkward, fumbling person shows up. You'll also notice that their energy will go up when they're around you, and suddenly you're way more hilarious than other people give you credit for. Hussey noted that someone will laugh more loudly, smile more widely, and be more generally enthusiastic if they're interested in you. 8. You can just simply feel it. When someone is attracted to you, literally, this one is probably a no-brainer. When someone is attracted to you, they want to touch you. Touch releases the bonding hormone oxytocin, so it is an instinctive way of trying to strengthen your connection. However, not all touches mean the same thing. Some people naturally are driven to engage in more touching than others, which is why the type of touch matters just as much, if not more, than the quantity. Psychologists have created a body map that explains how the majority of people feel about touch. It's simple, starting with the hand. The higher you go up the arm, the more intimate the touch. It's the opposite for backs. The lower on the back you go, the more intimate the touch. This is why handshakes are considered a professional touch, while people rarely put their hand on the lower back of someone they don't have a personal relationship with. So, if someone increases the intimacy of their touches, it's a sign that they feel comfortable around you and want to get closer. 9. They do research. When someone likes you, they will probably check you out via your social media feeds. Google to see what is out there on the internet about you and ask you specifically about interest and hobbies. To be fair, you probably do the same exact thing. Taking an interest in someone What is important to them and understanding who they are is an indicator of deeper interest. 10. Inward leaning. Body orientation is an important indicator that the person you are talking to likes you. People lean toward people they like and distance themselves from people they dislike. Inward leaning increases as rapport increases. For example, if two people are sitting next to each other, their heads will turn toward each other. Next, their shoulders will turn toward each other. After that, their torsos will fully turn as they face one another. Finally, the two people will lean toward each other. So these are 10 signs that someone is genuinely interested in you. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video. And I'll see you in next one.